Hi everyone, I'm Chantal and this is my cooking show. Move this down so you can see me a little better. So what I'm going to make today is a tilapia and lemon asparagus. So I really like this recipe because it's one pan. So when you're really busy like I am, you basically just get a pan and put foil down. And then you can do everything all at once, which is awesome. And then it bakes all at once and then you're done. So this recipe only takes about 25 minutes and it's really good for you. I usually eat my carbs during like the middle of the day, but if you need carbs in it, you can add in some sweet potatoes or brown rice or something and cook it along with, but this is like the majority of the dish. So basically what you just need is a tilapia fillet. I get mine from Costco. You can get them anywhere, obviously. And an asparagus. You can also use broccoli if you want. I just don't like broccoli as much, so I choose asparagus, but it doesn't really matter. So basically the first thing you do is take your lemon and you pour about a tablespoon of lemon. You can get lemon concentrated juice too. Doesn't matter. And just dump it all over the tilapia fillet. And put the tilapia fillet in the middle. We'll see why in a second. And then you use these spices. So I use black pepper, brown pepper, Italian seasoning. The recipe calls for thyme, but you could change it up if you want. I like the mixture of Italian seasoning. And then it calls for garlic salt. And then sea salt crystals. You can use regular salt if you want, but I think that the crystals make it taste better. And at the end, if you like, it also says you can add pine nuts in. But I just don't really like pine nuts, so I take those out. But if you like them, all you do is just add them in, sprinkle them over at the end, and then bake them. Also, preheat your oven to 415. Mine is already preheated, so that's good to go. So after you do that, you put about a quarter teaspoon of each of these spices in like a small bowl like this. I already pre-did it, but I just put 1/4 each of the Italian, garlic salt, pepper, and then I put a teaspoon of the salt crystals. And I mixed it all up in here. And then basically you just kind of pinch it with your fingers and just evenly sprinkle it across the tilapia fillet. And just make sure you get it. I mean, don't put too much, obviously, but just make sure it's like evenly coated and ready to go. And then the next thing you do is, so I have asparagus here. What you do is, I already cut them, but you just take the bottoms and you cut off about this much, just like an inch. This is kind of like the gross part of the asparagus and it doesn't taste very good. So just chop the bottoms of those off. Doesn't matter how much asparagus you want to use. I used about 10. But obviously if more people, just put as many as you could fit on the pan, really. And then for about like every 10 asparagus, you use about a tablespoon of lemon. So I laid out all my asparagus on the pan. And you just sprinkle lemon on here. And you just evenly spread it across all the asparagus. Just make sure each one has lemon on it. And then, oh yeah, you can also put lemon slices on top of your tilapia fillet. And just don't touch them, just let them bake on there. And they bake in, and you can take them off at the end or whatever, but it ends up just kind of making it taste a little bit more lemony and good. And then you take about a tablespoon of olive oil. Sprinkle it on. And spread it out.